when Gon crashed out on Pitou, one of the best rage moments in anime history after finding out she killed Kite. But before we get into the action, it's time for that backstory. So because Kite was a threat to the Chimera Ant King, Pitou was programmed to eliminate any potential threats that would stand in his way. So here we have Kite heading towards the Chimera Ant's nest. He's rocking this Sly Cooper hat with the Sephiroth grey bust down ass hairstyle, who senses a deadly presence. And that person is Pitou. He tells Killua and Gon to leave, seeing how much of a threat her power level is. Pitou tenses her leg muscles to jump where Kite is, and as she arrives at his location, an arm flies up in the air. Turning out it's Kite's, with her aura off the scales. And as you'd expect, Gon gets angry and powers up, basically about to go Super Saiyan, but Killua smacks him out of it, literally knocking him out, because if they try to fight, they'd only get in Kite's way or worse. I think personally you should have let him cook, but more of this is yet to come and it's saved for later. Stay tuned. Kite orders Killua to carry Gon out of here, and does. And now Kite and Pitou can face off. Kite summons this mace-like weapon, and tell me why this thing comes in spawning with some big shack ass adlibs. Now you would think the way Kite has been moving through this series, this would be a piece of cake. Well, you are not ready, because come the end of the episode, we see Pitou sitting down with Kite's decapitated head. I could not believe what I saw. This was outrageous. This was a dark day. So him and Killua set out to rescue Kite. And while you're still here by this point of the video, subscribe. There's more content like this coming throughout 2026. She restores Kite, and unfortunately for her, she can't do shit because she's focusing all of her aura on healing Komugi. And just as Gon was about to knock the light out of her, Pitou, out of desperation of saving her, says she'll do anything he wants her to do, saying this girl is precious to something she cares about. Pitou breaks her own arm to show that if she doesn't keep her promise, she would break her own legs and let him kill her. However, this did not stop Gon from trying to put an end to Pitou. This wouldn't stop me either, but Killua talks him out of killing her and waits for Pitou to finish healing Komugi in order to restore Kite afterwards. And after she was healed, they reach Kite. Brother, where is the wind coming from? They're indoors. Did he lock that door behind you? And Gon demands she fulfills her promise. Since Gon let Pitou restore Komugi, Pitou decided it was time to keep it brutally honest, telling him the worst news possible, that Kite is dead. Shocking Gon. Gon better than me, because what do you mean after all this time? You wasted an hour of his life just to only now tell him that she can't heal the dead. I would have ended all of her 9 lives there and there. And as you'd expect, Gon gets emotional and starts blaming himself for not going with Kite, until realizing it's Pitou's fault. Here she even fake pumps him into thinking she was going to heal Kite, but she heals herself. And after all that, she prepares to try kill him, completely breaking her promise. And here is one of the best anime crash out scenes in history, and reasonably starts to crash out as this man steadily increases his power level, going apeshit. It's looking scary, but not for Gon, as this guy gets taller and older. I know Sokka's punching a rule right now, amped up aura, with his level rivaling the Ant King. But seriously, how did this guy go from a child to a JoJo character in a second? This is crazy growth spurt. Pitou looking absolutely terrified. She tries to attack him. And what is this Karate Kid ass pose? But Gon vanishes. She runs into another room to find him there with this Etika World Network looking ass with the high top, rocking the crop top and the booty shorts, telling her to come outside so they don't destroy the hideout. And they leave the hideout. Now, seeing his aura was on a completely different level, any sane person here, including me, would just dip out of there and move to another planet. However, Pitou makes the most stupidest decision ever and still attacks him. But Gon gives her the face of disappointment, of her even attempting to jump him, to kick her in the stomach, leaving her incapacitated so she can't can't have any more kids. As Gon shifts into the Jataken pose to show him rock, but instead he shows her death as he lands that falcon punch to her skull, doing her like Anthony Joshua did Jake Paul. It's just no match, but except she gets sent flying through the whole forest, leaving her down. And here is the reason why he was called Gon, because this man is far gone. And before even making this video, I was looking at all of the videos of this fight on YouTube. Every title of this fight is clickbait, because this is not a fight, this is an annihilation. Do you know how bad you have to piss someone off? They basically switch anime and become Super Saiyan. He didn't even get this power up through some fairy tale friendship type shit. Just pure rage and revenge. Out of context, it looks like he's the antagonist. And look at her teeth. This is what Americans think our teeth look like. Brother, fix your weight issue first before you start talking. As Gon repeatedly kept punching the shit out of her head. I was like, Rastafari, lick him up. And the cameraman switches to Killua, running on some A train, the Flash kind of speeds that not even Usain Bolt can come close to. As Killua reaches Gon and watches his crash out, I've dropped this one cold bar.
What price did you have to pay to obtain this much aura? What price did you have to pay to obtain this much aura?
The moral of the story is, never play rock, paper, scissors with Gon. Here, it looks like the job was finished, but the job's not finished. And all because she dick rides the king. The cameraman activates the black and white filter as she has one last attack up her sleeve to chase Gon while he was distracted, cutting off his arm, going out like kite. Killua worried, but he assures Killua he feels no pain after getting his arm chopped off. Pitou tries to sneak attack, but Gon was there to stop her this time. This guy grabs his own severed arm and stabs it through her chest. The disrespect as he pins her down to the ground. He prepares a final Jataken to end her once and for all. But before that can even happen, Killua talks him out of it. Forgot to hit that light skin stare, snapping him out of his rage and letting her live and destroying the forest. Thanks for watching, subscribe, like, comment.